What's up YouTube, AM Figures here, and today I'm bringing you a review of the brand new SH Figuarts Advanced Suit Spider-Man. Now, as a lot of you may know, I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man, and the game is fantastic, and so this suit has quickly become one of my favorites, and so I had to pick this guy up. Yeah, we'll get into him in a few moments, but first we will start off with the box as usual. So let's just scoop that up. There's the instructions. I did wind up having to use those. I'll show you guys why in a few seconds. But yeah, you guys should use them as well. But here we go. So we have the front of the box looking awesome. Sick shot of Spidey right there. Another one right there. Another shot right there. Up here it says Spider-Man Advanced Suit. On the bottom is just some writing. And on the back we get some poses and some close-up shots of his face and the different eyes that he comes with, as well as his little tech accessories. But yeah, so let me just put the box back over here, and then we can jump into the accessories. So he does come with two head sculpts, as you can see, because one of them has the regular eyes on him, and this head has the interchangeable eyes, so you can put those ones onto this head. But it doesn't work with that one, because that head only has the large eyes, so it wouldn't work. Why is this not focusing? There we go. Sorry about the focusing issues. I'm trying to sort it out. But yeah, so that's the two head sculpts he comes with. So pretty cool. These are the other two sets of eyes. They're both thinner eyes, but this one looks like he's like suspicious, like he's, I don't know. It's hard for me to. I'm trying to think. Maybe like this. Maybe like his suspicious look. You know, squinting his eyes, like something's up here. And these ones are just smaller eyes. I don't really, not the greatest at differentiating expressions, but yeah. So he also comes with this. This is actually one of my favorite little accessories. He comes with a little spider bot. So that's really cool that they included that. I didn't expect it to come with this. So yeah, this is very cool. Just be careful. You just got to be careful with these legs. They are pretty bendy, but I still wouldn't recommend doing that. They're not articulated, and they're very thin plastic, so I'm sure they break off pretty easily, with enough pressure. Jeez, I just keep dropping them. That's a good way to break it. All right, there we go. And now his little web grenades, if I can get them out. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and struggle with that. It was a pain to get them out of there. But yeah, it's very cool. They included his little web grenade accessories. That's pretty cool. And he's got a bunch of different sets of hands. He's got his fists right here. He's got his web holding hands, his phone holding hands. Right here, I have the other one on him. His web shooting hands, and then he's got some relaxed palm hands, or they're also used for holding the web grenades. You can fit the web grenade right into there, and it'll stay pretty well. Take the frame thing back in. I apologize for how I sound as well. I've been sick for like the past week, so I still sound pretty fucking garbage. But yeah, and of course he's got his wall crawling hands here as well. He's got this little piece, which is to remove the piece on his back, so you can set him up on the stand with this piece. And then his webs. So he's got one long web, one short web that he can shoot out, and another web for his holding hand, that he can swing on, and then another one here that he can also use to swing. And this little piece right here is why I used the instructions. It is such a pain in the ass to put on. I'm not gonna take it off. As much as I would like to be able to show you guys how to do it, it is such a pain in the ass to do. I recommend, just like I said, just use the instructions. Look at the way it's shown on there, because it's a pain in the ass. Let's see if I can focus better. But basically, there's a little peg down here that you slide up into the hand, but you also have to get the rest of it around the hand, and that's just a real pain in the ass. But I'll show you how this is how it should be on, in this, I guess, direction. That's how it should be. And then you just slide the other web right into the top of the hand, so it looks like it's all one web. I'm not sure why this isn't auto-focusing, so I'm just gonna have to focus it manually from now on. It's kind of annoying, but it'll work. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for accessories. Well, for these accessories, I have a couple out right now, which are his stand that he comes with. So pretty cool. They did it very differently. I'll move him really quick. The stand, it's not movable now. It's just one solid stick, I guess. Well, it's not one, you can detach them, so if you want to make it shorter, but it's just, you know, you can't like bend it forward or anything. I'm not sure why they did that, but it's not, you know, it's not bad. Certainly I think would have been better the other way, just because, you know, you get more options of how you want to display. And in here, this is the bag that the stand came in. He's got a little option here for a magnet. So if you have any metal on your wall or wherever you want to put him, you can stick this right on and then put him onto that little peg right there, and then have him hanging off the wall. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, sorry for my fingers in the shot right there. I had to focus on him. Oh, geez. Let's see if I can set this up nicely. There we go. Okay, so let me set the accessories aside really quick, and then we'll get into the figure. There we go. Okay, so the figure itself looks incredible. I will do a quick 360 for you guys so you can see all of it. It's just, honestly, it's a beautiful figure. I love the sculpt on it, the details, the paint. It looks incredible. Yeah, so I have heard people having issues with this figure where like I think someone said the abdomen like broke right out of the box. So what I recommend doing, this is what I did and what I've been doing for all of my figures recently. Get a cup, something of hot water. It doesn't have to be boiling, you know, just like warm water from your faucet. And fill the cup up, and then put the figure in the cup and just let it sit, or cup, bowl, whatever, and just let it sit for a couple minutes. And that'll loosen up the joints and hopefully prevent anything from breaking. So far for me, knock on wood, it's worked every time. But yeah, just a recommendation. Yeah, so let's dive right in. So here, as you can see, we'll look at this. I have his other phone holding hand here with the phone in it. Focus, maybe? Maybe. There we go. Okay. So with the little phone in it, it's very small, so be careful with that. It's a very easy piece to lose. I actually dropped it myself and wound up spending like an hour just trying to find it. Luckily, I did find it. But yeah, so just be careful with that, with the phone as well as the web grenades, because they're all, you know, pretty small. But yeah, the phone, it's literally just a black rectangle. There's no detail except for there is a little camera on the back. I'm not even going to try to show you. It's so small. The camera probably, my phone camera probably won't even be able to see it. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's see if it'll show up. Yeah, there. I don't know if you can see that there, but that's just a little camera they sculpted on. So pretty cool little detail, but that's really the only detail on the phone. Otherwise, it's just black. It's just a black rectangle. But very cool nonetheless. And the only issue that I really have with this guy is the fact that he does not have a bicep swivel. That irritates me. Because, well, I'll get into that in a sec when I show you the articulation on the arms. So first we'll start with the head articulation. So it's the same joint as the Far From Home Spidey, same kind of neck joint, and that it allows for some pretty good articulation. He can look up that far, down, let's see, that far. He can pretty much touch his chin to his chest, so that's good. And yeah, and of course, he can his head spin around the full 360 degrees if you want to do some exorcist shit with him. But yeah, that's pretty much that for the head. And then we move on to arm articulation, and we'll talk about the lack of the bicep swivel and why that's an issue for me. So he does have the butterfly joints, so that's very good. I do appreciate that very much. Unfortunately, I can only get his arm to go up about that high. Maybe it might just be my figure. I'm not sure if this is a common thing. I can't get it up any higher than that, which is very unfortunate, but something I can look past. I'm not looking to get too crazy with the poses. Honestly, the pose that I had him in the beginning of this video is probably how I'm going to have him for a while until I decide I want to change it. But yeah. And the thing is, okay, so the arm does twist. It does, it can swivel on the joint in the shoulder. I just don't think it's enough. I really don't. I feel like a bicep swivel would be a lot better, and I'm not sure why they don't have one. I'm pretty sure give me 1 second. Oh no, I was wrong. I thought they had one on the Far From Home Spidey as well, but I'm incorrect on that. They don't have one on him either. I'm not sure why they don't give Spider-Man, why they're not giving Spidey a bicep swivel. It doesn't make sense to me. I understand that this swivel that they have going on here at the shoulder, it can get the job done, but why wouldn't you want more articulation, especially for someone like Spider-Man? Like, you're supposed to be able to get crazy acrobatic poses with him, and sometimes it's just not really possible. Or it's not necessarily that it's not possible, but let me reword that. It's not that it's not possible, it's just it would be a lot better if there was a bicep swivel as well, in my opinion. That's the only real issue I have with this guy. Otherwise, I think it's a fantastic figure. So we'll move on from that. I'll stop complaining now. But the elbows are double jointed, and they go up pretty far. I'd say that's maybe about a 45-degree angle. I've never been great with angles, but so correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks to be about 45 degrees. Excuse me. But yeah, so that's pretty good. And the hands operate just like any other SH Figuarts. It's just a little peg right there, and you pop the hand on, and there you go. Nothing different in that area. But yeah, now we'll move on to the ab crunch. Sorry, I got a text from my mom, so I had to read that really quickly. Yeah, so let's jump into the ab crunch. So he does have 2 points of articulation here. He has a cut right here, right below, I guess, his pecs, and then one right here at his waist. So because of that, you get pretty damn good motion here, or a pretty damn good range of motion here. crunches down pretty far, and the only issue with that is there is a bit of a gap back here. Not a huge issue for me. I don't really mind it because partially because I'm not really going to have him in a crazy pose like this, and I'm also not going to be, viewing him from the back on my shelf. So it doesn't really bug me that much. But for those of you who it does bug, I totally understand. I get it. But yeah, and he crunches back, or not crunches, the ab crunch, he goes back about that far, or that's about as far as I can get him to go, and I don't want to push. I don't want to break it. But that's about as far back as I can get him to go. Not that great going back, but, pretty good, I guess. It's realistic going back. If it went back any further, he'd probably, break his spine. So it's, I guess it's a realistic range of motion. And we will jump into the legs now. So this is something I'll point out really quick. They didn't give him a bicep swivel, but they gave him the thigh swivel down here on his legs. Why? Why couldn't you just throw in a bicep swivel? Again, I apologize. I'm going to stop complaining now. I just had to point that out. I'm not sure why it is, but yeah. So the legs kick up about that far. Kick back about that far. Pretty good. Front and back both about the same. And of course, the thigh swivel there. So that's pretty good. And his knees are double jointed, but they can only go up to about there. He does have ankle articulation. It is a bit difficult to bend the ankles. Try and get closer. Make sure that's focused. Yeah, I think we're okay. Sorry for my constant sniffling, by the way. Like I said, I've been sick the past week, so yeah. But it's difficult to move his ankles a bit because of the way that it's set up. It's this part here kind of gets in the way of the articulation. It can go over it, but that could result in some paint chipping after a while. Hopefully I'm wrong on that, but it seems like it could result in some paint chipping. So it can go up like that, so you do still get pretty good motion there. The only thing I haven't been able to do is to get it to go up any further than that. I can't get it to get past that point, right there. That's about as far up as I can get it to go. He does have toe articulation, which is always good, especially on Spider-Man. And he does have an ankle pivot, which is also always fantastic on any figure. But yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. And like I said, I expressed my issues with the figure, the lack of the bicep swivel. I wish they would have put one in. Like I said, it's something I can look past because I'm not going to be, too crazy with his pose anyways. But it's just unfortunate, something that could have been included, but they, for some reason, decided against it. I'm sure they have their reasons, but maybe for future, maybe they can start adding a bicep swivel. That would be nice. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this review. Sorry if I rambled on or anything. I'm having a really awkward kind of day. I'm not really sure what to say. So again, I apologize for rambling at any point during this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it wasn't, I hope my rambling wasn't annoying or anything. And I hope the review helped you guys decide if you want to pick this guy up or not. From being a Spider-Man fan, I say absolutely get him if you can. I think it's a great looking suit, great looking figure, and it'll fit very nicely with my Spider-Verse shelf. Yeah, I just, I think it looks great. This, again, coming from a really big Spidey fan. So yeah, I recommend the figure. That's my my final verdict. But yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helped. And if you really liked it, you can leave a like down below. You leave a comment as well. If you didn't like it, that's fine. You can leave a dislike. Although I do ask, if you are going to leave a dislike, please leave some kind of feedback for me. You know, I make these videos to help you guys out. If you don't like them, that's fine, of course, obviously. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't like. But I ask that you leave some feedback because, you know, like I said, these are for you guys. I want to make them good for you. You know, if you guys want to see anything, if you want to see comparisons, like size comparisons, let me know. I'd be glad to do those a lot, you know, in every video. You know, if there's anything that I'm leaving out that you want to see, anything at all, just let me know how I can make these better for you guys, and I will do so. But yeah, if you really liked the video, you could always hit that subscribe button, and you get the little bell that's next to the sub button, and it'll notify you whenever you upload, so you can be the first to see when I upload new videos just like this one. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day or night or evening, afternoon, whatever it may be, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.